Welcome to Stock Talk with Nico Kritikos. Today we're going to be going through Salesforce and HubSpot stocks, and we're going to start off with looking at what HubSpot's website looks like. These are both software cloud companies that help with customer relationship management, and they also offer other services like marketing hubs, sales hubs, and all these different things. Okay, so first off, I want to start off with the market share of each company. And what you can see here is Salesforce is the dominant player here with 33% market share of total CRM software. Okay. HubSpot only has about 10%. And what it looks like to me is that Salesforce is meant more for larger corporations or larger companies, while HubSpot is meant for more smaller or simpler companies. So HubSpot has free CRM software, but their sales and their marketing is their strong suit. And then Salesforce is the leader in the CRM software, but sales and marketing can often be too expensive for the smaller businesses. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. Now, if we look at Nico's stock market checklist here, we can see that neither of these stocks are really down or oversold that much. If we look at Salesforce, it's fell a little bit from its highs a couple of months ago, but it still could easily fall more. And then the thing with HubSpot is it's just been on a super hot streak this year. It's up over 66%. And this is another one that easily could come back down another 10 or 15%. So I would not consider these to be cheap stocks at the moment. Both companies have shown revenue increases over the last couple of years, so that's a good sign. Net income, HubSpot is not profitable yet, and they've been unprofitable for several years now, and they haven't really showed too much improvement on that. And then Salesforce is just really strong with as far as profits go. So net income has definitely been increasing. Price to sales for HubSpot is a 28. That is definitely not a healthy price to sales. I think it'd be a healthy price to sales for this company would be like a 15, maybe a 15, but anything over a 20 that's kind of a lot. Salesforce price to sales I would consider it healthy. Let's see, if we look CRM, we can see, I think it's got to be a little bit less. I think it's a price to sales of 10. Okay, that's a little bit more, that makes more sense. So that's fine. Healthy forward PE for these companies. HubSpot has a 303 forward PE. That's way too much. That seems very overvalued. And then for Salesforce, the forward PE is 58, which that's not horrible. Some companies do trade that rich, like Amazon trades like that. And this company has even traded higher in the past. So it's not horrible, but it's definitely not good. Most companies like this will trade at like a 35 or a 40 maybe. So a 58 is kind of up there. So I wouldn't consider that a cheap price to earnings. As far as innovation and moats for these companies, I pretty much would give them, I feel like to really understand this, you have to really know a lot about these type of softwares and use them. And I haven't done that enough. So I'm not really sure, but I would probably say nothing really sticks out as far as, moats for these companies. They both kind of just have software, and I know it's a very competitive space. You have companies like Microsoft and Oracle competing in here. So I don't really see anything they're doing that, sets them apart. So we're going to give that a no. Next up, a growing industry. Yes, CRM software is growing, and both of these are in that industry. So they both get a yes. Return on invested capital, HubSpot is negative, so that gets a no. Salesforce return on capital is 11.6%. Not fantastic, but still decent, so that gets a yes. HubSpot margins, I put a no for this because they're unprofitable. And then Salesforce, once again, if they're not great numbers, I think it's around 7%, which isn't great, but it still is healthy. Healthy cash flow for both these companies. Operating cash flow has been increasing, and their end cash position has been increasing. Both companies seem to be reinvesting back into the business and making acquisitions. Salesforce has been making tons of acquisitions over the years, and that's really how they built this company up to $250 billion. And then HubSpot, their market cap is only $31 billion. So they're a lot smaller, but they're a little bit newer, so they're still growing. Then if we look at revenue streams, I put yes for HubSpot because they have apps that they have for sale. Like when you download the software, there's more, there's different applications you can download and they cost money. Then they have consulting revenues, and then they have their main revenues comes from marketing, sales, and service hubs though. And once again, they are a little bit cheaper than Salesforce, but Salesforce pretty much does the same thing. It's just more customizable. It's a little bit more complicated too, but that's the main way I distinguish between the two. Is Salesforce is more customizable, but it's going to be more complicated, and it's more expensive. So it's probably for bigger corporations that have more things to manage. And then HubSpot is cheaper and it's simpler and easier for people to learn how to use. So that's probably better for smaller companies. And then as far as the balance sheet goes, HubSpot has more long-term liabilities than assets, which is not good. That means they need to lower their debt a little bit. They have more current assets and liabilities, which is good. And then they have increasing equity over the last couple of years, which is also good. And Salesforce gets a yes in all three of those categories. Then we have neither of these companies pay a dividend, and both of them have been diluting shareholders in the last year just by a little bit, by like 5-6%. But still, especially a company like Salesforce, they should be buying back shares. So both of those are going to get a no. Then finally, we have is big money interested. This means like hedge funds, and is Vanguard and BlackRock, are those companies buying into it? And yes, they are, especially Salesforce. For a company that big, I think Salesforce has been one of the favorites for the hedge funds to invest in the last couple of years. And I've owned Salesforce before in the past. I think earlier this year on this dip right here, if we look at the stock chart, I bought it when it dipped back here. So so in March of 2021, I bought it right around here in this 220, 230. Yeah, I think right around 220. And then I ended up selling it around here for 245, 250. And yeah, I mean, I would buy back into this company, but I would definitely need for it to come down more. If it came back down to like 220 or 210, then it would be very attractive. But right now at this 250 level, I would not consider it. I do think HubSpot is probably going to grow more though. I think the stock price is like long-term, like in the next 3 years, HubSpot will probably outperform Salesforce, but HubSpot has some room to come down too. I would consider HubSpot maybe at closer to these levels, like under 500. It hit highs a couple months ago at 852. And then I would say under 500, I think it would be a buy, but because it's just ever since the beginning of 2020, pretty much onwards, it's went up so much. It's gone from $150 to $850. So it could definitely come down a little bit, but yeah, that is all for today. I think both of them are solid companies. Both of them probably have a great future ahead of them, but you just got to be careful which type of prices you're paying, because you don't want to overpay. Like for a HubSpot to have a price to sales of 28, that's way too high. So I would say both of these are not bad companies to invest in. Just wait till there's a big drop in them before you invest. And yeah, that's all for today. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.